Regional playoffs take center stage as several teams from guys and girls lacrosse, guys and girls soccer, softball, and baseball all play all around the same time for the ultimate prize, a trip to the state tournament. Welcome to Sports Wire. I'm Will Catterley. This year, only one would make it. That's right, the regional champion alone would make it to the 14 playoff at states. And plenty of local teams had plenty of chances to survive and advance. We start with ladies lacrosse. Freeman and Godwin, a rivalry renewed in the opening regional round. Freeman the 3 seed, Godwin the 6. Early and off, when she shoots, she scores. The Mavericks were all over Mills, Godwin, Bridget, Wilson with the goal. They would have the early advantage. More for Freeman. Spreading it around. Fires, finds the back of the net. No! The keeper with a big-time stop. Godwin had plenty. Problem was, Freeman had many more opportunities, and they also had this young lady, Carrie Neese. She shoots, she scores. She can score goals, she can facilitate, draw up some assists, and on a foggy, rainy day, it's 2-0 Mavs. More Mavs. They would get the ground balls as well. Neese. Nobody's going to stop her. They can only hope to contain her. She shoots, she scores. 2 on the afternoon for Neese, and she'd have more where that came from. Still 3-0 Freeman. Again, attacking the zone. She shoots, she scores. They find the girl in the middle. It's Ella Davis, and she would have a couple in this one. You want more Davis? Well, you'll see more of Davis as Freeman has a 4-0 lead still in the first half. Neese looking, always going to get double teamed, which means there's somebody open. And it's Ella again, her second goal of the evening. Freeman in a runaway, but give Mills, Godwin credit, they would come back. Bridget Wilson looking for more. Neese, underhand shot, a save, and a beauty for Mills, Godwin. And then the Eagles finally got things going on offense a little bit. Here comes Landon Boston. She shoots, she scores. So Godwin on the board, and there'd be more where that came from. As the Eagles trim the lead to 5-1. 5:11 to go in the first half. Moments later, check out that pass, and then she fires, finds the back of the net. Anna Hensley Sylvia. Godwin once down 5-0, keeping it within arm's length. 5-2, we got ourselves a ball game. Still late first half, more Godwin. This time, huge save by Freeman in net. Number 40 doing the honors, and then second half action, we switch sides. She shoots, she scores. Bridget Wilson puts the biscuit in the basket, and then you don't want to see this if you're the opposition. Carrie Neese in the open field. She can pass it, she can shoot it, and she'll just take it one-on-one. Fires, finds the back of the net. She shoots, she scores. Neese on top of her game in this one. So are the Mavs, up 7-2. More Mavs late second. Neese facilitating. What a beautiful play offensively. She shoots, she scores. It was the Wilson and Neese show all evening long. And the Mavericks playing at home in the quarterfinals. Going to put a bookmark in this one. Neese looking, firing, finding. It's Wilson again. The Wilson and Neese show advance to the regional semifinals. They take care of business against Mills, Godwin. 14-4 is your final. Let's go to the guys part of the bracket. Deep Run at home taking on Glen Allen. Wildcats have had a tremendous season. Them and Douglas Freeman, when it comes to guys lacrosse, has been the top in the county of Henrico. Wildcats already up 3-0, and they're looking for more. And they would get more. A lot more contact allowed in guys lacrosse. He shoots, he scores. Wow, that was a quick trigger. Number 13, Ethan Slusher, slams it home. Wildcats in command, and there would be more where that came from. Deep Run has a lot of different players who can score. And that one fired in front, stopped, and a beauty, but quick to the ground balls is Deep Run, and he shoots. He scores. This time it's Matt McNally. You don't need a roadmap to see where that ball went. 5-0 Wildcats over Glen Allen, 5:42 to go first quarter. Yeah, they played quarters, not halves. Number 7 shoots, a great stop by the Jaguar keeper. And then, again, another ground ball. But look who's there, Johnny on the spot. It's Bo Kite. He's going to the Army. He's also going to score a goal. He shoots. He scores. Deep run in firm control. In the quarterfinals, 6-0, 4:27 to go, first quarter. Jags trying to get on the scoreboard. The pass, the shot, save, and a beaut. Number 30, doing the honors in net, Nate Baker. And then the Wildcats, let's go second quarter, firing, finding back of the net, top shelf, no less. Nick Krug crams that one home. Wildcats, big advantage. Number 24, though, really good. He shoots, he scores for Glen Allen. Getting it going was Landon Honig. Finally getting the Jaguars on the board, but it was too much deep run and too often. Great passing leads to a great finish. He shoots, he scores this time. Number 13 doing the damage, Reed Stowell. And he played well, as did the rest of the team. More from Honig and Glen Allen, but it was too little, too late. Wildcats, 16, Glen Allen 3. Deep Run moves on to the semifinals. Let's go quarterfinal guys soccer. Both these teams have been great all year long. It's Deep Run, it's Tucker. Wildcats with a chance. Oh, just goes wide, but they've had plenty of opportunities in this one. Number 24 in the boot. Michael Mancuso, no. But Deep Run would stay with it. Still early first half. No score. That's going to change. Check out number 10's boot. He shoots. He scores. Blistering it past the goalkeeper. Chris Bovo finds the back of the net. The Wildcats take an early 1-0 lead. There'd be more where that came from. You haven't heard the last of Bovo either. It's 1-0. Set pieces. Wildcats taking it into the net. Knocked out of the way initially on the header by J.R. Tucker, but Deep Run comes back. A great stop by the keeper as number 12, David Bonjo, had a chance to put that one in. He's only a sophomore and starting on this club. Wildcats have been good for years. They have a solid future as well. What'd I do? He says, well, you kind of pushed him in the back, so that would lead to a free kick for Deep Run, and you do not want to give this team set pieces. Why? A deflection off the keeper, and then off the defender, and finally puts it in. He shoots, he scores. Number 24, Michael Mancuso. And the Wildcats have exactly what you want in soccer, a 2-goal advantage with 13 and change to go. Still first half. Tigers too good to not come back, though. What a shot. Pretty. Oh, so pretty. He shoots, he scores. Obana Mahasis makes it a 2-1 match, and so J.R. Tucker right back in the swing of things. Second half action, Wildcats looking for something. Did that ball go off of a hand? The referee raises the arms, and yes, it did, and it happened in the box, so a PK chance. Wildcats right back on top with momentum. Number 21 finishes it off on the PK, and that's good enough for a 3-1 lead. Kevin Sprints doing the honors, and then look at this. That shot gets past the keeper just moments later. I said you haven't heard the last of Bonjo and Bovo. Chris Bovo puts that one in the back of the net. Now it's 4-1 Wildcats. This game is over. Tucker says it's not over until we say it is. He shoots, he scores. With 20-some-odd minutes to go, Tucker, dangerous side offensively. They can score goals in bunches if you let them. 26 and change remaining. Still a chance, albeit a tough one. But the Wildcats going to remove all doubt in transition. Defense to offense. Number 24 gets it past the keeper and it rolls on into the back of the net. It's Michael Mancuso once again, his second goal of the evening, and the Wildcats win an exciting match in this one to advance. 5-2 is your final. To ladies soccer we go. Deep Run, the 2 seed, Godwin, the 7 seed. Yeah, Deep Run well represented in the spring regional sports playoff bracket in all sorts of ways. Godwin was frustrating the number 2 seed Wildcats early in this one. They had multiple opportunities. Their midfield defense played really well in the first half, giving deep runs of offense fits, or at least not knowing exactly where to put the ball, making it really tough. And really the pressure was on Cameron Miller. Easy squeezy lemon peasy. I mean, she's able to get saves on that. A free kick, 35 yards out, but that's right at Miller. Deep run, finally, very dangerous on set pieces from the corner. The ball glances around. That time, Godwin was fortunate. They had a good crowd around the net. Keeper corrals that one. Deep run going to try later first half from the other side on a corner. That bounces around, hits a defender, might have glanced the post. Eventually cleared out by Godwin. No harm, no foul. Wildcats starting to figure out that defense later in the first half. Their opportunities increasing. This shot, oh! Couldn't quite corral it, just goes a little too high. No score at the half. So, anybody's game. Second half. 33 yards out. Goal! What a boot from a long range. Number 24. Getting it done. Julia Stevenson, the junior defender, puts the Wildcats on top 1-0 later. Stevenson again. This time a little closer, looking for her teammates. Excellent shot. The cross just not quite there. Godwin running out of time. Here's one of their better opportunities. They get 2 girls in the box, but just can't get enough mustard on it. Miller says no. She dives on it. And then giving it away in the defensive end is not a way to live against this team. Wildcats got it. Number 25 muscles her way in. She shoots. She scores, and that'll do it. Megan Thompson, the sophomore forward, as the stands start an earthquake in jubilation from the Wildcat faithful. They have a 2-goal lead, just minutes remaining. Godwin on a corner trying to penetrate that defense. Gets a good shot on goal there with the header, but it goes wide. Deep run will advance. They beat Godwin 2-0, your final. And with the win, the Deep Run ladies would advance to the regional semifinals, where they would play host to Glen Allen. Meanwhile, Douglas Freeman, both guys and girls soccer teams, they advanced as well. More from the pitch a little bit later in the program, but when we come back, we hit the circle and the diamond for a little softball and baseball action. That's straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. To the baseball diamond we go at Douglas Freeman. Freeman, the 4 seed, taking on J.R. Tucker, the 5 seed, first inning. Things going J.R. Tucker's way. That was Mr. Hinton, Peyton Hinton, getting the base hit, infield single, and then that dog will hunt all the way to the fence. So runners at second and third, courtesy of the big-time hit by Alex Hagerich. It would lead to this. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Safe at home plate, however. Macho Santiago on the mound gives up that run. Tucker up 1-0. Tigers thinking they're not finished. A strikeout gets, however, Macho Santiago out of trouble. Never gave up a big crooked number, did Macho Santiago. So it's 1-0. Schweigert on the mound, though, for Tucker. Gets a strikeout there. He looked good early. This guy could hit too. Peyton Hinton once again. Saw the infield single. That one's going a little bit further. Man on. He'll come around the score. It's an RBI double for Hinton. And the Freeman Mavs are in trouble. 2-0 J.R. Tucker in the second. But have no fear, Mavs fans. The bases would be full of Freeman Mavericks bottom half of the inning. And Freeman looking to do damage. And they would do it with a walk. Why not? Whatever works. Bases loaded walk, nowhere to put them. That drives home a run. It's now 2-1. Caleb Lindsay doing the honors to get the RBI. And then this will work as well. This is how you drive home runs without getting hits. Load the bases, sacrifice fly. That brings home the inherited runner. And now all of a sudden we got a 2-2 game. Maybe my New York Yankees should take note of how to drive in runners without having to get base hits. Might be a little bit better. They got the same looking uniforms as Freeman. Later on, still a 2-2 game, and then that ball gets away with a runner on. He's going to come around to score. Number 1, Lee Sowers comes across the plate, and then adding on that doggle hunt all the way, splitting the outfield. 1 run scores. Here comes another Hill score. Montgomery crosses home, and Carson Herod, the catcher, delivers a big 2-run double. And just like that, Freeman has a 5-2 lead. It was an important double because both pitchers really settled down after that. Macho Santiago, high cheese, not catching up with that one later. Santiago, breaking ball working as well. Got him fishing. Santiago later, strike him out, sit him down. Macho Santiago, once he gets past the first couple of innings, he looks pretty good. Last chance for J.R. Tucker. Reliever comes in. Guess what? Tigers going to bring the go-ahead run to the plate. Bases loaded, full of Tucker Tigers, and then this happens. Hit by pitch. Number 6 goes to first. Runner comes around the score. Now it's 5-3. Base hit would tie the game, but it's a fly ball to left. Can of corn. Freeman gets the final out, and the Mavs survive a great game by the Tigers, and they advance to the semifinals. 5-3 is your final. So Freeman advances in one half of the bracket. On the other half, it's Godwin, it's Deep Run, the 2 versus the 7. Now, this was a 5-4 game, and then Godwin exploded. The 5-3 game exploded for 4 runs to make it 9. But Deep Run wasn't done. Couple of runners on, number 33 with the base hit, and then later it would lead to this. Couple runners, they need runners on base, and that's a ground ball. Not going to be able to get to that one, so now they're loaded. Wildcats can battle right back in this one. Low ball 4, number 24 taking it for the walk. It goes for an RBI. As number 15, Jason Mears, comes across the score. And then that will work as well. Second run comes around the score. Number 33, Rafiq Zanoun scores. It's 9-5, but Mills Godwin has answers. Chase Muir with the base hit. Then ground ball to second. They get the force out at second, but Godwin not finished. Really sees the strike zone well. They make you throw strikes, and then they just sit on a pitch, and they deliver, like right there. Base hit through the hole. That's going to give them an insurance run. As I said, Godwin erupted for big-time runs earlier in this game, but finishing off the Wildcats was paramount. 10-5 at this point. We've seen stranger finishes, haven't we? Godwin going to make sure that doesn't happen. The strikeout there. And then high cheese, got him. Number 26 doing the job. He gets the strikeout and ends the season for the Wildcats. Mills Godwin advances. Let's go to softball. Opening first round. Number 1 seed Glen Allen taking on the 8 seed, the Varina Blue Devils. Strike him out, sit him down. Emerson Aiken doing her thing once again. Gets Varina swinging. You know what, though? Very underrated. This pitcher for Varina was excellent. Haley Butler did her part to keep Varina in this one. She gets a strikeout, not to be overshadowed by Emerson Aiken. Later, Butler needing some help from the defense. Can't quite get to that one, so base runner for Glen Allen and Taylor Cochran. The lead of this. Ground ball to short. Trying to make the play there. Can't quite make it. And a throw to third is, well, it gets away. Third baseman wasn't there, so Cochran comes around to score. Jags have a 1-0 advantage after 2 innings. Still, though, Butler doing her thing right off the glove, only allowing 1 run through 2. Not terrible. Glen Allen looking to add on, though, however. Meredith Collier finds a way to get to first. That ball gets past second. And coming around to score is Collier. So now it's 2-0 Jags. But again, 2-0 through 3. Back to Aiken. And nobody's catching up to the Cheddar. The fastball, rise ball there. And then that is hit high and far and deep. But oh my goodness, what a great catch in left field. Peyton Simmons and company doing the job, and then back to bat is Glen Allen. So Varina finally looks like they got something going with a big hit. Instead, Glen Allen's bats are right back up. Taylor Cochran, and that really seizes momentum. The RBI single right there by Emerson Aiken, helping herself, gives Glen Allen a 3-0 advantage through 4. Butler, rise ball, catches up to that one. What a day for Taylor Cochran. Another big hit. 3 of them in this contest. Jags not finished, looking to add on to their 3-0 lead. Number 16, fly ball, deep right. That's going to find the gap. Here she comes again. It's Taylor Cochran to score. And Glen Allen with a 4-0 lead. 7th final frame, last chance for Varina. Emerson Aiken says no, shutting the door. Double-digit strikeouts for Aiken and Glen Allen as she goes 1, 2, 3. Strike him out, sit him down in the 7th. And Glen Allen advances to the softball regional semifinals. Final score, Glen Allen 4, Varina 0. Girls lacrosse semifinals played at Douglas Freeman. It is Deep Run taking on the number 1 seed Atlee Raiders. The Wildcats would score the first goal. Atlee responded with 3 of their own, thanks much in part to this girl, number 21, Kate Miller. It was Miller time for the Raiders. Miller was not finished up by a long shot. You know, really the key to this game, and what the beauty has been of these regional playoffs has been, well, it's the face-off. Number 3 puts the biscuit in the basket, Ashley Karn for Atlee, and now the Raiders off and running at 5-1. But neither of these teams played each other because everybody was just playing teams from each county. So Atlee was playing Mechanicsville, Patrick Henry, and Hanover. That's it. Deep Run, just Henrico School. So as good as Atlee is, no one really knew until this day. She shoots, she scores. Julia Freeman, the recipient of that pass. Well done. Pretty, oh so pretty opportunity. The reason why they were so successful is because they were getting most of the ground balls and they won the face-offs. She shoots, she scores. Kate Miller was unstoppable. That helps too. But really it came down to face-offs. When Deep Run would win the face-off, they do pretty good. They could score on Atlee. 7-1 at this point, like right here. They actually got the face-off. When they didn't get the face-off, they gave up lots of goals. She shoots, she scores. Elena Sorkin puts that in the back of the net. Wildcats would come back in this one. Still in the first. Deep Run looking for more. Great pass. Excellent finish as well. She shoots, she scores. Amanda Krug. She finds it back of the net as well. They've made this a game again. It's 7-4 in the first half. But Atlee, after getting the face-off, love this play. Fake the handoff. Nice stick work as well. Ashley Karn finds her name in the ledger yet again. Karn was terrific, and Miller kind of makes everything run on offense. She gets it going. Great pass. Number 9 in. Julia Freeman finds Kate Miller, and Atlee off and running. Deep Run not going away, though. On the penalty. She shoots, she scores. Number 1 gets into the scorebook herself. 9-5 Atlee. So Deep Run within arm's length, but Atlee would lean on the Wildcats, and then this is just like a pick and roll in basketball. Kate Miller. She shoots, she scores. Too much Miller, too much Karn, and too much Freeman. Atlee pulls away as this game would go on. 18-7 is your final as Deep Run season comes to a close. Still a tremendous season for Deep Run. Atlee survives and advances. They would take on Douglas Freeman for the regional title. Speaking of Freeman, guys lacrosse beat Deep Run by 1 goal. They will face off with Midlothian for the regional championship. When we come back, we go back to baseball and softball. Glen Allen, Godwin, both in action, as well as Douglas Freeman taking on the Glen Allen Jaguars on the baseball diamond. Highlights coming up.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Boys baseball semifinal. Glen Allen, Douglas Freeman. Both these teams played twice in the regular season. Both went to Glen Allen, but both were super close. Last one went 14 innings. Jags won by a run. Early going. 2 on for the Jaguars. On the mound, number 11, Jackson Beal. But that dog will hunt. It's a base hit. Run comes around to score in the form of number 3, Andrew Harris. And the Jags on the scoreboard first in the first with a 1-0 lead. Just what Jaden Kinsler wants. He's on the mound, strike him out, sit him down. He gets Lee Sowers to go down and then gets a strikeout there as well. So good start for Kinsler and company. Yeah, through 3, 1-0. Freeman trying to keep it that way. Number 32 has other ideas. It's a base hit to right by Chris Johnson. He gets stuff working, and Johnson, lead of this. Jags always very good at moving runners, and they do so right there. Sacrifice bunt by Cam Slough gets Johnson all the way to third, and that would set the story for this base hit. RBI by Drew Morris. And Morris gives Glen Allen more of a cushion with the RBI single to left. Jags have a 2-0 lead through 4. We're more than almost halfway through this ball game. So Freeman's bats have got to come alive, and they would. Runner on for number 15, Colin Estrada. Base hit, Mavs in business, 2 aboard. Lead run at the plate. It's a drag bunt on the third base line. And safe at first, and the Mavs move some runners. Now they got the bases loaded for this. Low and away, run coming home, he is out at the plate. Huge out. You know, when Glen Allen needed defense in this one, they really got it. They needed it there to preserve their lead. Still, Freeman would not go without a run. This play at the plate, they do get the force out at home. Looks like Freeman, bases loaded, nobody out, may not even end up with a run in this one. But the Mavs have different plans. Ground ball to short, the throw to first, the stretch. No, he did not stay on first. 1 run scores, 2 runs actually come around in the form of Macho Santiago and Caleb Lindsay. And we have a brand new ball game tied at 2 apiece. And ground ball in the hole. Throwing home. The play at the plate. Oh, he got him. That was so close. Can we go to New York for the replay? Either way, Jags allow 2. That's a bad news for them. Good news, they could have been giving up 4 or 5 runs that inning. Then Glen Allen, just a bunt trying to sacrifice. Wasn't well done, but the pitcher was in between fielding it and throwing it, and that's never good. Then you can't do either. So there's 2 runners on for this. Fly ball to center. The out is made, but there's a runner at third. He'll scamper home on the sacrifice fly. Just like that, Glen Allen, who gave up the lead, gets it right back at 3-2. Jags not finished yet either. Number 34 coming in, bringing the boomstick. That is hit deep. 1 run scores. Here comes another. He'll score as well. And it is a 5-2 ball game as Ethan Hudson comes through with a big-time hit. speaking of coming through, number 11 comes in. He's been fantastic. Alex Hyde on the mound. Strike him out, sit him down, and then he waves bye-bye to Douglas Freeman. As their season comes to a close, tremendous year for the Freeman Mavericks, but Glen Allen is moving on to the regional championship game, 5-2, the final. Well, let's go back to the softball diamond, and we had quite a matchup in this one. This is the nightcap, and we'll get to Glen Allen deep run, Godwin and Midlothian. And Callie Grizzard was excellent on the mound, in the circle, I should say, for Midlothian, for the Trojans. Meanwhile, first inning, Midlo looking to get their bats going as well. Number 14 does that, Ellie Herndon. Later with a couple on, it would lead to this. Now check this out. Runner gets caught between third and home. Ball is thrown towards third. Goes off of her helmet. 2 runs coming to score as the ball ricochets into the outfield. Not how they draw it up, but Midlo will take it. This is how they draw it up. Abby Campbell, a 2-run blast. That ball will see ya next time. And the Trojans get a twofer and have a 4-0 lead. But this wasn't an excellent game for no reason. Great defense by Godwin, and every time you thought they were out of this game, you were wrong. One runner on second base. That dog will hunt. It's a base hit. Runners at the corners. Godwin trying to trim into this 4-0 deficit. Ivy! All the way to the wall, off the top of the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes another. She'll score. And Ivy Ray hits it deep for a 2-run double. Godwin's not done. It's a ball game again. It's 4-2. Back comes Midlothian. Ground ball up the middle. What's going to happen? 1 run scores. Throw to the plate. In time for the out. Huge play. Midlothian gets a run, but the center fielder, number 8, Sydney Blackwell, did more than well in this one. She gets an outfield assist, and later, midway through next inning, I missed the initial contact, but it is an RBI single by guess who? It's Blackwell, and Godwin is just down 2. Well, you better make it 1. Maggie Hyatt drives home the runner. Yeah, Blackwell scores. What was a 4-0 game is now a 5-4 game, and the Eagles are right back in it. However, Midlothian back at the plate again. Don't hit it to number 8. Blackwell throws her out again. 2-1 game. Eagles absolutely thrilled as they hold it to a 1-score game. So Godwin trying to get back to it. Midlo had some defense of their own. Check this play out from short all the way to first. Perfect throw, perfect stretch by the first baseman. It erases Godwin's momentum. Now Midlothian would score 2 in the bottom of the 6th, so top 7. What does Godwin do? They got the bases loaded. So they do bring the go-ahead run at the plate. Trojans make the final out. Gritty performance by the Godwin Eagles. They kept fighting, and they gave themselves a chance at the end. Midlothian too good in this one. They win it 7-4. Question is, who would Midlothian face? Would it be Glen Allen or Deep Run? This game earlier in the day, Emerson Aiken doing her thing. Glen Allen baseball making it to the finals. Could Glen Allen softball join them? Striking out the side is not a bad way to get going for the Jags, and that would work, and it would lead to this. They would get their boomsticks going. Second inning, fly ball, I got it. Yeah, you do, but there's a runner on third, works as a sacrifice fly, and that's how they drive home the first run. They would have a 1-0 lead. Sam Horn crosses the plate. Emerson Aiken at the plate at bat. Coming home to score on the pass ball or wild pitch is Taylor Cochran, one of the heroes from their matchup against Varina. That is going to get past the outfielder all the way to the wall. That'll go for a double, and yeah, she's excited because it was a 2-out variety double, and it would work out because Mia Betts The speedster extraordinaire forces defense to make mistakes because they got to hurry to account for their speed, or her speed. She drives home the run. Meredith Collier, who got the double earlier, scores. And then Mia Betts comes around on the wild pitch. A 4-spot for Glen Allen in the second. Would they be able to hold on to their lead? Well, the rise ball, high cheddar. Aiken, 4 runs is normally enough. Then, how about some defense? This particular inning, deep run hit the ball well. Glen Allen at first making a great play. Collier, and then, how about the play in center field? Yeah, Glen Allen's flashing some leather. Normally they don't have to worry about it with Aiken on the mound, but they did there. Mia Betts with a runner on. That usually spells trouble. She's safe at first. Runners at the corner. Later, it would be second and third because anytime Betts or most of the team gets on first, they steal second. Would lead to this. Peyton Simmons, big-time hit. Both runs come in to score. Safe is Betts at home. All Glen Allen at this point looking for a 7-run lead. This will work on the sacrifice fly. Glen Allen in business, looking to punch that ticket, 7-0 after 4. Now, Emerson Aiken only gave up 1 hit, but this was a nice one. Here it is. Ella Smith absolutely blisters around first, second. He'll have a stand-up triple for the Wildcats. Nice piece of hitting by her. Tremendous season by her and deep run, but too much Aiken in the circle and too much Glen Allen overall. Jags advance. 10-0 is your final. They go to the regional championship game. Back to the soccer semifinals. Ladies style, it's Glen Allen taking on Deep Run. Both these teams having excellent years. It was Glen Allen with the chance early. That just goes wide. Jags again. Got the boot on it. Can she turn? Can she find some? The defense was excellent right there. Finally the long shot, but it's right on goal. Easy, squeezy, lemon peasy for Cameron Miller and company. Wildcats set pieces. Oh, so good. I sound like a broken record when I say that, but she shoots, she scores! Goal! Wildcats absolutely thrilled. Number 8 finds a goal, Lily Rawling, and it's 1-0 Deep Run. This game played at Midlothian. The winner gets to the regional championship match. This shot, oh, save and a beauty from the Jags keeper. Great job on her end. Another set piece right here. That's a little too high and long. Saw her earlier in the program, hit one from 37 yards out. That one not quite on the mark. This one right at the keeper. Deep Run looking for that second goal. Glen Allen looking for more opportunities that they had early in this match. Still 1-0. Jags looking, can't quite get enough on it. Defender was there to block it and take away the power. It would be 1-0 at the half, second half. Big moment here. Deep Run in the box. She gets mixed a little there. They call a foul. It's a PK, chance to put some distance on it. Oh, the shot goes wide. Shot goes wide. Momentum could have shifted right here for Glen Allen, but moments later, the breakaway. She shoots, she scores. Megan Thompson, the sophomore's been big all week. She gets the second goal for Deep Run, and the Wildcats, no, not the Trojans, have a 2-0 advantage. Last chance, Glen Allen, no, and then the shot defended perfectly. Deep Run's defense was excellent in this match throughout, and they earned their way to the regional championship match. 2-0, your final. So Deep Run advances to the regional championship game where they will face Douglas Freeman. On the guys' side, same way. Freeman versus Deep Run for a trip to states. Meanwhile, in softball, Glen Allen will take on Midlothian for the regional championship and, of course, a ticket to the state tournament. And Glen Allen and Godwin will battle it out on the baseball diamond as well for that elusive trip to states. Well, remember, if you have questions about the show, just send me an email to this address at sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.